What's up, y'all? This your boy Unc Too Funny. Right now, life is not too funny. Sad to say. Going through a divorce, y'all. As you guys can see, I moved out of my home of 15 years with me and my wife, and I'm in a small place now. Let me give you guys a little tour from the lavish life that I once had just a week ago. You know, it's pretty bare and empty in here, as you guys can see. Walls are pretty bad. I gotta do some painting, but it's the best I can do on such short notice. Small place, small shower, small bathroom. So yeah, your boy Unc Too Funny is now going through divorce, guys. Bittersweet moment, bittersweet moment. One of those conditions where we didn't fall out of love, so to say. It's just that too many rules were broken. Too many rules were broken. Too many boundaries were pushed. Marriage is a job, if you guys don't know. So, once again, I'm on an air mattress, guys. Am I happy? Hell no. But is it necessary? Yes. Yes. Was it a good marriage? A scale of 1 to 100, I give it a 50. It was a learning experience. Learning experience. We have no kids in our marriage of 15 years. We both had kids on our own sides and stuff like that. When we first met, she had troublesome kids. Her kids were very troublesome, to say the least. I remember one day I was visiting, and her son came to ask. He was about 15 years old, maybe 14, 15 years old. I think 15. And he said, this is her oldest son. He's about in his 30s now. About 30. I think he's 30 even. But anyways, he comes to ask her, Mom, can I hold your car real quick? She says, no. You know, while we're in the house and we're talking, watching TV, talking, next thing you know, we hear a glass break. The kid got so mad, he went outside, and my stepson and just bust all the windows out of the car. His mom's car, because she said no, he couldn't hold it because he's 15. And his older sister supported it. Like, I mean, at the time meeting her and seeing that going on, I just felt so sorry for her. And so, like, you know, I just felt so protective for her. So the relationship started off with a lot of interest, a lot of excitement, but just so much trouble coming from the kids. And I told her back then, I said, you know, the kids are going to be destruction of your relationship. They are going to ruin you. Going to ruin you. And in this case, it was mostly the kids that broke the rules constantly. I've had problems with her children for 15 years. Lord have mercy, to say the least. Never marry a woman with kids, ever, outside of a marriage. Especially if you're one with little patience and you have a life of order. If you have a life of order, never marry a woman with kids. You got to have patience for that. You got to have, you got to have a different kind of patience, not just like a bend over backwards, a compromising patience. You can't have a compromising patience because they'll run over you. So you got to be stern. So I seen that early in the relationship, like, wow, like this is terrible. I got to protect this woman. These kids are going to kill her. Beautiful woman, but weak, very weak, weak-minded. Easily misguided, very gullible, very needy, can't stand to be lonely type. Like, if we break up for a week, she's, I'm pretty sure she's with another guy type. I just never really cared, never searched, never wondered, you know what I mean? I just don't care. Like, if a woman's gonna do something behind your back, like, you know what I mean? It's gonna come out soon enough. You'll find out in certain ways, especially if you're a good person. People will tell you, people talk. And I'm a good person, you know what I mean? I wear my heart on my sleeve, man. Women used to always tell women I used to do it. You take care of him. He a lover. Take care of him. Blah, blah, blah. Back when I was younger, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's just always been me, man. I always been a person that dealt with my heart. But it's bittersweet, man, She's getting a little nice big check. She got a nice big check coming soon. Probably somewhere around $1 million or something like that from the death of her mother, caused by a hospital. But after that check came, I started seeing some drastic changes in this woman, man. Money changed. Boy, money will change the way a person looks and thinks. I'm telling you, it'll change the way a person looks and thinks. It became to the point where she just looked at me like, I don't need you. I don't, you know, you can kiss my ass. And she's riding around right now, even today, in an $8,000 car. I bought her. I got her. I gave her that car for, and it's an $8,000 car. I bought me a new truck, gave her a car, so she didn't have to pay car notes for a car, for an Audi that she was renting and stuff like, or leasing. She's paying $500-$600 a month trying to look cute for the world. Like, girl, please. But and then she got daughters and stuff she's always trying to compare to, you know what I mean? They going out and doing stuff at parties and stuff. She always want to tag along like a third wheel and just look awkward. And the girls don't never want to hang with her. So she just never grew up. She never grew up. She was always sad inside about something, miserable. Then she has anxieties. She can't pass state lines. She gets shaky. Always has to be a hospital around. Like, she's fighting a lot of demons, man. And I knew this early on. I knew it early on. It was the kids alone were a problem. So I knew what I was marrying into, but I think I married into comfort. And I mean, because I was dealing with quite a few women at the time. I mean, beautiful too. Outstandingly beautiful. You wouldn't believe it. One young lady, she had kids though. She had she had a daughter, she had a younger son. No, yeah, she had a daughter and younger son. But she was young, 28 years old, but she sold a lot of drugs. She didn't play. I go to strip club, guess who's in there? She's in there selling mad drugs on GTA, Molly, and you know what I mean? She get down. But and at the time I was knee deep in, I'm doing what I was doing. So that's how we met, exchanging stuff. She came to, pick up something heavy from me. I come pick up something heavy from her. We started like that. And, and of course, what happened with us. But at the time, like I said, I was dealing with a few women. I had another woman I was dealing with from out of town. She's been in my life for a minute, you know what I mean? But I went to prison. She left because I was dealing with other women. And I got called on a visit. But I just decided to marry my wife out of all of these women. Just because of, I got sucked up in what she was caught up into, trying to be a superhero. Because all these women loved me. They loved me sincerely in their own way. They love me, and I can tell. It's quite clear to tell when a woman loves you, man. But it doesn't mean she's not going to be an asshole. You know what I mean? But it's just one that you get comfortable with. You know what I mean? One that you can sit down on the toilet with and talk to. That kind of a woman. And that's what I got comfortable with. I got comfortable with that. First time we argued, we broke up and I left, we both cried. We both cried, man. So it was a comfort thing, man. It was like a need. I need your type of company. I needed somebody to need me, probably. That's what I think it was. And I wanted to be a superhero finally in my life. And at the time I was coming home from prison, so I wasn't no special catch. I didn't have a top 5 Fortune 500 job. So of course she was taking a chance on me, a knucklehead, coming home from prison. And I sold, I sold an ounce of hard stuff to police. And before then, I shot someone, in the chest. So I never claimed to be a goody two-shoe, but I straightened up accordingly. I learned order. I didn't learn that in prison. I learned that home. But yeah, man, 15 years. It was a long walk. A lot of breakups. A lot of police called. A lot of false charges put on me. I've been arrested over her for about 25 times at least. A lot of people call me dumb. Like, yeah, you should have been left. Like, I know that. But I was there for a reason. Like, if I just turned back the hands of times, I would have made the same steps over again because it was a reason behind it. I know why I stayed for 15 years, But I think I knew 15 years ago it wasn't going to last, to tell you the truth. It wasn't going to last. I knew it. And I always knew it was going to be because of the kids, I left for a year after one hard breakup. She destroyed my brand new Land Rover. Put sugar in the tank, tore it up, so I left. I ended up dealing with a woman at my job. We moved in together for about a year. That didn't work. Because of course I'm still married and on paper and stuff, and she couldn't trust me and I couldn't trust her, and and I had this woman here chasing me around, another woman chasing me around. It was just crazy. But I ended up moving back in the house. Of course, she tells me, I never messed with nobody the whole time you were gone and all. Girl, please. I seen your Facebook. you know, but like a dummy. I gave her another shot. I missed her. More importantly, I missed the kids, the grandkids. One kid I raised for 10 years, the grandson, her grandson, which is not biologically mine, but I love this kid so much. I love this kid just like my kids. Like, like he texted me today and I bust out crying. You know, I haven't heard from him since I left 2 weeks ago. So I bust out crying, man. You know what I mean? That's how much I love him. But, and it's sad because, you know, I'm telling him, listen, kid, you know, when I get out of this place here, I moved in here in a few weeks or whatever. You know, I want you to come visit me and stuff like that. But me, I don't have I don't even have the gut to see my ex-wife, soon to be ex-wife. You know what I mean? I don't have the gall to see her. That's how much she violated me. You know what I mean? And when I'm packing and leaving, she got her friend, a woman, changing my locks on my door where I pay bills at on my, you know what I mean? In my house. So it was just so uncomfortable and disrespectful and like, you know what I mean? Just, instead of her just, like I said, there's a check that's coming. Money get involved. People get that kiss my ass thing. And I never thought it'd be us. Because I mean, ever since we've been married, I play numbers. And I play numbers, I play big. I spend a lot of money. I play numbers for 15 years every day almost, right? And the first thing I do, I mean, to let you know I'm not lying, you know what I mean? I keep them. They're all around here. Look, they're all around here. I've been playing numbers for 15 years, man. And every time I play them, I bring them right home, give them to her, and have her hold them overnight, whatever, or for the few nights it takes for these numbers to come out, and then I have her check the numbers. So it never was about money to me, you know what I mean? So mine was always sincere and it was love. But it let me know money, how money changed her. And I used to notice when I used to go through hard times, she used to always seem like she reveled in it. Like she just, yes, he needs me. Like, you know what I mean? And, you know, even now, she's putting up stupid posts on the internet talking about stuff like, my mother's money is my money, is not yours. Like, I didn't even bring it up. Like, I'm not even putting up posts about money or nothing. I'm doing TikTok videos. I'm making YouTube videos. I'm doing my job. I'm just doing what I do. I'm working. I'm doing what I do. You know what I mean? I'm not even thinking about you, the house. Miss you guys, man, but it didn't work. Hey, howdy ho. Not her. She's putting up weird posts and stuff like that. And you know, family members like, man, she's just talking about you. She's just this and she's, I know. She's rubbing them in my face like, yeah, now you got to start from scratch. And this money right here, now I'm a millionaire. And now you know what? Through this divorce, if they give me half, aha. If they don't, so what? Skedaddle. We don't have any kids together. We have nothing to argue about. We can be cordial. If I see you in Wegmans or the grocery store, I don't got to speak though. You know, I'm going to make sure I go down aisle 5 when you're on aisle 1. You know? That's how disrespectful her last move was. And right now, I don't think I got the patience to even, I don't got the balls to explain what happened right now. I don't. I mean, because it's just that embarrassing. Like, yo, she just steadily violated. The jail shit alone, after I told y'all that, I know y'all like, wow, what else could you do after that? Right. But it was just disrespectful. Get to a point. The kids start soaking it up. When they see her disrespectful, they start being disrespectful. And you don't want to keep having to put your hands on kids that's not yours. Or put, you know what I mean? And she has a son. He's just the strangest kid, man. He just loves drugs and drinking. Kid's 20-something years old and all his teeth are rotten. Like, he used to be a good-looking kid, man. But he's just like so, and he's really scary. He's really timid. He runs from all fights and stuff like that. But he'll shoot a gun quick. I even got about 3 or 4 fights over this kid, but he constantly comes to my house drunk, arguing with his mom, you know, and I'll do this and I'll do that, and I have to rough him up, slam him around. One time he bust the window out not too long ago, and his mom just, you know, because I had slammed him around and kicked him out, his mom left the house. Like, I'm like, why did you leave? I was scared. He said, what? I'm protecting you, you weirdo. I don't know, but like I said, man, marrying a woman with kids is a job. Don't ever do it. I will never recommend it. That's another person's demons and problems to deal with. I'm telling you, you need a woman with a fresh mind and a fresh start to keep a man home, to keep a man steadily happy. Happy to wake up and work that hard for that woman next to him. Happy to say, baby, you don't got to go to work. I got you. We need that type of woman back. A woman with sensitivity, not this money-hungry mongrel, you know? And now she got this check. She's been celebrating this and the third. Now she's sick as a dog today, putting up posts looking like a sad puppy crying, sick as hell. Oh, I feel so bad. I ain't in the third. God tearing your ass up for that negative. You just spit in his face. You was just a righteous woman and, praising God, wearing fringes and the dresses and all this. And now you got pants on and you got my house that was just nice, sober and clean and quiet has now become a party house now for just rugrats. You know what I mean? And it's like, even if I wanted to give this marriage another chance, it's definitely over. There's no way we can possibly live together after what happened. And it's very sad, man. Marriage is overrated. It really is. It's overrated because catching that right one, man, finding the right one, you know how hard that is? That's like, I'm telling you right now, if I spit outside my window in a big pile of grass, that's like me having to go outside in the snow and find it. You know what I mean? In a big old thing of snow. That's how hard it is to find a woman that you got to find something that's perfect for you. And it's going to have to, and it's going to always be something you're going to be like, oh, I don't like that. But I guess I can live with it. You know what I mean? Because it's just sometimes you just get tired of being alone and doing everything on your own. But it's just like, damn, don't force yourself in that one jail cell if you don't have to. Don't lock yourself up, werewolf. Keep hunting. Like grabbing one woman and just, I don't know, man. It's just the women nowadays, I'm 48, are just so drastically different. Before, changes started gradually over years, but now these women are changing like that. They lost their sensitivity. They lost their reasoning. Men are having to teach women how to be wives. Like I've never thought I would say it's better off just to cheat or have many women than be married after being married for 15 years. This taught me these women are not ready for marriage. They're not ready. And this is an older woman. My wife is older than me. She's 8 years older than me. The embarrassment and shame. Oh my goodness. But I'm so happy that I don't have one of those divorces where I'm losing weight and can't eat, losing hair, getting a bald spot. It's one of those things where you know for a fact you've done everything you possibly can correct. Everything. And you know this is not your fault. So you know for a fact that in this agreement that you made before God, you didn't breach this contract. It wasn't you. My conscience and my soul feel so unscathed and clean. I can still function and do me and pay bills. I mean, for a woman to turn her back on you after 15 years of loving, hard loving and struggling and making it to a place where you can call a marriage and a home, and to turn your back on me over one of your children and their issues? Oh, it's disgusting, man. It's disgusting. So I thought I'd just share that, my journey, man. My journey from where I just came from. A lot of you probably seen her in some of my videos and sketches I've made and skits and stuff like that. But you won't know more. You might see a few new different faces here and there, but time will tell. But right now, I don't really feel like I'm broken, but I am healing. You know what I mean? Just because of the new move I had to make in the dead of winter. And getting used to having to smell everybody else's cooking in my building and bumping into people in hallways and, you know what I mean? Just the less privacy and stuff like that at such an age right now. I'm at 40. I'm supposed to be at peace. I'm supposed to be home right now in my room. Just, you know what I mean? Just winding down for the day, eating dinner. I've never even had that kind of marriage. Been married 15 years and I've never had a dinner cooked by my wife. I've been cooking dinner for us for 15 years. Like, man, mosquitoes. I gotta wait till this guy land. Like, it's just ridiculous though. But I'm sad. I'm sad. I'm hurt a little bit. I'm bothered. But it's like, what was it really about? Was it the money or was it someone else? You know what I mean? But it's like, who cares at this point? When you get to a point where you know it's over, like, yo, who freaking cares anymore? You know what I mean? Like if you found out she's been cheating for 15 years now, I'm at the point where I know for a fact in my heart right now, I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, who cares? That's how you know it's over. And that's sad. That's sad because the day before this big disruption It seemed like everything was okay, but maybe in her this was festering because she's thinking, oh, I'm about to get this money. And if I get this money, it's going to be, he's going to have just access to this money. So he's probably going to act out. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting. Like, why would you act out like this over something so stupid when you're supposed to have my back? Now, it's one of those issues where we're an adult. You're supposed to have my back because I'm setting order in my house. You know what I mean? I'm the head of this household. You know what I mean? We both pay the bills, but I'm the head of this household. I'm the husband. I'm the man. I've been guiding us for 15 years, and you could turn your back on me in 1 second? Just like that? No, marriage is fake. There is no honor. There is no honor in marriage no more. It's not. If people are married nowadays, it's because they feel like they have to be. Or they just been together this long. They're just stuck with each other. It's not because of, I wake up every morning and this person makes me feel like this or that. You can ask any married couple right now that's been married more than 10 years. What is it that keeps you married? They're going to come up with the stupidest shit. It's the love. It's the love. It's the trust. It's the... and once they get back in the car, they're going to start arguing again. The argument they had while they was in Walmart. It's all fake. It's all fake. So I guess I say all that to say, thank God for building more than one woman. I love y'all, man. I keep y'all up to date what's going on in my life. You know what I'm saying? My journey, my come up. Right now, like I said, y'all see where I'm at right now in this dump. But right now, this dump is my home. I'm going to make it do what it do. And y'all wish me luck, man. Y'all wish me luck. And hopefully see you guys on a better note with a better story and all that good stuff. All unedited. Love you.